to move a motion to authorize government to borrow up to euros 110 billion 543 million 947.25 approximately United States dollars 117.26 million from the Standard Chartered Bank to finance the Kitugum Kidepo Road upgrade project. And Madam Speaker, this motion is moved pursuant to Article 159 of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda, Section 36 and 39 of the Public Finance Act, and Rule 155 of our parliamentary rules of procedure. I beg to move right on.
Raise quickly. This matter was referred to a committee by yourself to interrogate. You see, we want roads to be fixed, we want service delivery to happen in various ways. We must be able to interrogate the question of borrowing. Our debt burden is about 100 trillion shillings and continues to grow. The reason these matters are sent to committees is for the committee to interrogate a couple of things. The agreement, because many times people in government enter into problematic agreements. We've seen that in committees. That's the place of the committee to interrogate and then advise this house. Is this the best option to take? Is this the best place to borrow this money from? Or whatever the case might be. But we are learning the committee did not be able to do this work. Maybe through you, Right Honorable Speaker, the committee needs to help us understand what happened. Because you referred this matter to the committee, I've interacted with some members of the committee who say they have been waiting for the chairperson to invite them for a committee meeting, and that has not happened. So we don't know if the committee leadership has abdicated its responsibility on this matter, Right Honorable.
Honorable Love, you we are the leaders of these committees plus government chief whip, and this house will not be delayed from working because we don't have very active committee members like Nathan. We don't have those whatever, but let Honorable Bua come up. Just a minute.
Speaker, the rules of procedure of Parliament are here to guide us, and committees of Parliament process each and every business on behalf of this House. Where the committee, through the leadership, is unable, like I received information that both the chair and the vice chair of this committee are not available, and they have not delegated any member of the committee as required under the rules of procedure. I felt it befitting that since committees of Parliament play delegated roles on behalf of this House, I felt it befitting that we move under Rule 16 to suspend the rule that requires committees to report, such that the House can consider this matter owing to the fact that this is a non-road, it is a tourism road, and we are going to prioritize the roads, starting with tourism roads. And this is a multi-year project where Parliament will still have the oversight role to go and see, to go and monitor, to go and evaluate the progress made. Right Honorable Speaker, I beg to note that this House considers my proposal to have the said rule suspended such that the House can take a decision on behalf of the committee that plays a delegated role. I beg to move.
This housekeeping will be very important for us. Firstly, we want roads, government. We want roads in northern Uganda, in western Uganda, in eastern Uganda, in central Uganda. So on that issue, we are at par. This Kampala in which we operate is a mess. We want it fixed. So on that, we are at par. We want the roads fixed. But for the good of our housekeeping, Right Honorable Speaker, and you have mentioned these committee chairpersons are under this August House. We want to make sure there gets to be no repeat of the same. The government chief whip has told us that the leadership of the committee informed him that they were not available. Right Honorable Speaker, this house is under your leadership, supervised by yourself. When a member is to be away for one reason or another, if it is a member on my side, they'll inform me, but they'll inform the speaker as well. Likewise for all the leaderships. Recently, there was a training for one of the accountability committees. Some members did not show up and you took stern action. You were angry, and rightly so, because if something has been prepared and committee members don't show up, action should be taken. Right Honorable Speaker, the leadership of this committee has taken this parliament for granted because you have not told us they wrote to you or informed you and you cleared them. The government chief whip is saying they were not available. What does it mean they were not available?
Thank you.
How do we take action? I think we must take action, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you.
So that we don't keep being taken for granted. The rules, yes, can be suspended. There's a place for that. But they should not be suspended just because we have unserious leaders.
Honorable,
This procedural matter.
we will take an action. That one I can assure you. We will take an action.
Right,
We
Honorable
will take
Speaker.
an action. No, I'm still on lob. I'm still on lob. We'll take an action to that effect, and I will copy you in. There's a procedure from
Yeah, the procedural matter I want to raise, and I want to invite your attention to reflect carefully on it. First of all, under Rule 16, whenever a member moves that a particular rule of this house is suspended, Madam Speaker, you are duty bound to put a question on the suspension first. Honorable Obua Hamson moved that we suspend Rule 155. Madam Speaker, you did not put a question to suspend that rule, and it was not carried in this house. Secondly, Madam Speaker,
interrupt him.
so, Madam Speaker,
Jonah,
yes,
Jonah, when Honorable Bua requested to suspend the rule, and I asked if it was seconded, I even mentioned Okwalinga. I mentioned Okwalinga. I mentioned Ssenyonyi. I mentioned I put it. Yes, I did. And they stood up. Even Faith is there. I mentioned. Yes.
Madam Speaker, my duty as a member of parliament.
But I am clearing
Yes,
that I put it.
yes, I admit my duty as a member of parliament of this house is to offer wise counsel where I see there is an irregularity. It can be taken, it can be discussed.
Thank you
but
for
it's a
the
matter.
counsel.
But secondly, I want to draw your attention. The rule 155 is a constitutional matter. You cannot suspend that rule because it draws its mandate, and I can read for you, Madam Speaker, that the minister responsible for finance shall, in accordance with Article 159, Honorable Bua cannot suspend the constitution here, and this house cannot proceed. It also talks about Section 36 and Section 39 of the Public Finance Management Act. And I invite my brother, Honorable, my brother, the clerk. Clerk, can you allow the speaker to?
You continue.
Yes. So, Speaker, I'm drawing your attention that rule 155, which Honorable Bua sought to suspend, touches on the Constitution, Article 159, touches on Section 36 and 39 of the Public Finance Management Act. And
Let's go slowly.
if you read in detail,
Let's go slowly.
issue I am raising for your guidance, we have a report of the Auditor General. In that report, we have borrowed 17 trillion in the last 10 years to do roads. We have not consumed more than 5 trillion shilling. And we are paying 434 billion shilling in commitment fees for money unutilized, including what the Honorable man was saying of Jinja Expressway. Reason, and the Auditor General is not kind to Parliament. You pass here loans without counterpart funding. As a result, that money stays there and we begin paying commitment fees. It is now 434 billion, including money that was given to you to do Jinja Express where you haven't done a compensation. So the procedural issue.
It was approved in 2020.
Yes, but the money was approved. We begin paying commitment fees.
And that's
So
what
the
I'm
issue,
saying.
yes,
The
the
loan
issue-
was approved in
The issue for
2020.
which I am seeking for your guidance. This institution has been indicted by the Auditor General of not doing due diligence. We just pass roads because roads are very sentimental. And we commit this country. I was not here some 2-3 days ago when Parliament was complaining that Musasi's was cutting their budget. Next financial year, we need 25 trillion to repay the debt. As a result, the Honorable Minister of Finance issued a corrigenda cutting 2-point-something trillion from every vote, including Parliament, because the debt servicing has increased. Just by this action, you have now said it can go to 30 as a result, because you borrow and then you reduce the money available to do work. So the guidance I am seeking, Madam Speaker, in the absence of a committee report to interrogate all these issues, for us to be able to take a decision. In fact, if you read the report of the Minister for Finance, the Honorable Matia Kasaiji, he says we should stop committing the future generation. That is his report which I will be tabling. So my procedure issue, because I should have made this as a comment as a shadow minister, Madam Speaker, is whether we are not scoring in our own net to continue causing a problem every financial year and allowing this shabby government that brings here things at a terrible speed and then blackmail everybody that this one is time bad. That's the procedure issue I want you, Madam Speaker, to guide me on.
Let alone Speaker and colleagues, the import of Rule 159 is that Parliament shall have a say as far as borrowing is concerned. The import is that the executive must follow. I'm looking at Rule 155. He's actually saying government cannot borrow without approval of Parliament. Okay? I do not need to read the rule verbatim. It is simply saying if government must borrow under Article 159 of the Constitution, okay, it must seek approval of Parliament. It is not cast in stone. So we are here as a Parliament. Oh, okay. Clarification
at hand is very simple. Can Parliament proceed to suspend a rule outside these ones enumerated under Rule 16? It's really as simple as that, and that's the gist of Honorable Oduru's issue, and we must be very clear on that. Can we really suspend? Because you see, there are entrenched rules and non-entrenched. Now, if a rule derives its legitimacy from the Constitution or an act, can it be suspended? The framers of these rules, would it have been their intention that there are rules outside here not mentioned that by nature are suspendable. I think that's the gist of the matter.
Thank you for the clarification. He has made it simpler. In essence, any rule that is not enumerated under Rule 16 is not entrenched and it is suspendable. That includes Rule 155.
Thank you. Media has been here. It's actually you.
That
because-
means I was seated just next to you. You want to speak first?
Next,
Right Honorable Speaker, of course, we are all interested in infrastructure development. And for me, what the law presented was sufficient, that we ought to be in the future much more smarter, so that the committee takes responsibility to explain to this august house. I feel for the people of northern Uganda, just the way we seek for infrastructure is the same way. And if we sat here and disregarded their plight, I think definitely it will come back to act against us. Therefore, as Parliament, we should box ourselves in the corner and realize that as committees, please take up your responsibility. It's not the responsibility of the whip to come here and explain the position of the committee, so that you carry us together as a house, so that we stand together and defend this loan towards the people and its importance to the country. Therefore, Right Honorable Speaker, I understand that definitely a question has been put, and the matter should now be put to its logical conclusion, but aware that in future we shall not accept to debate any report without the full committee's input and the input of all of us in the future. Thank you.
Indeed, the Public Finance Management Act provides that reallocations from one vote to another requires approval of Parliament. I moved the motion and requested Parliament to give us authority to reallocate and spend under the items clearly defined under Schedule 2. So, Honorable Odur, what you are asking for shall actually comprise of what we shall resolve. My point two, before you come in, my point two, you are raising an issue of equity. Yes, after we have done evaluation, we shall come to equity. Right now, please, I beg your indulgence, colleagues. Right now,
honorable members, when you're speaking, everybody was quiet.
right now, this company is sick. And listen,
Honorable members, listen.
right now,
Honorable
Madam Speaker,
members,
the company is sick and we don't want the company to die.
honorable members.